Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I am in the Bible Museum of Collierville, and this is some really cool stuff. Of course, the Bible was written Old Testament with Moses, and well, going back to in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and so with that goes all throughout history. It's more than just a history book. It's a guidebook of how to how God wants us to live while we're here on earth. But this is the Bible Museum of Collierville, just inscriptions, remains of biblical artifacts. It's amazing. I mean, this is like right here. This is the Pontius Pilate in the book of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, the four Gospels, was the inscription. Tiberius Caesar. This right here is a faithful reproduction. The original is currently in the collection of Israeli Acquaintance Authority. So this is just a piece of Pontius Pilate's inscription. And we'll get back to what he was explaining here shortly. He's on the phone right now. But the guide in stone, or it's like a bell, I don't know. It has the Hanukkah symbol on it. If you look real close. Roman tear catcher. That's weird. Egyptian alabaster bowl, something broke. Oh no. Cooking pot. Of course, it's all pottery. And so everything is made out of clay or mud or whatever. Here are the Persian Greek coins. All the way, there we go. Persian Greek coins. Artaxerxes and King Darius. Bronze coin of Philip, silver drachma of Alexander the Great, bronze coin of Ptolemy Philopator, king of Egypt, and bronze coin of Antiochus Epiphanes, king of Syria. So I guess it goes down. That looks like a pebble. The top one's a pebble. Looks like a bottle cap. The second one down. Coin, and it looks like a quarter or a dollar. It would be an American change. Here, history of the Bible. Looks like, but I have no idea how to read this. So I could take a picture of it and scan it and see what it would words. Bible bags, I guess. Here. It's like the library. This is how they would print the Bible. You can read that. This is the Aztecs. The axe, I mean. It's very dark in here. But this is the prophets. Ezekiel. Read some of this, but not much. The Holy Gospel. This is Job. Chapter 10. 11. 12.
forgot to tell you. Feel free to take pictures anywhere in here. Just turn off the flash.
Gotcha.
And if you need more light in this room, the slider's right here.
Oh. So,
Just have it down for the video.
gotcha.
And you can use any book in this library while you're here too.
Well. Okay. Thank you.
His creditor, a man named Johann Fust, seized the opportunity and repossessed Gutenberg's entire operation, including his presses and all the pages that had already been printed.
Versions.
He and his son-in-law, Peter Schoeffer, who had learned the business of printing.
Yeah, this video is on about a 6-minute loop.
Printed the
So
remaining pages
if you didn't catch the first half of it, don't worry. It'll come back around.
Gotcha.
Of the original 180,
So what's all? So are these like all? I guess Bible. Well, I know those are Bibles, but
Yeah, actually, so chronologically in order, this is one of the oldest and most complete Christian Bibles we have to date.
wow.
It's from 330 AD, so it's about 300 years after Christ. But when I say oldest and most complete, that's what I mean. Like, it's from Genesis to Revelation, the whole thing.
The whole.
Yeah. There are a few pages missing because when the gentleman who found it, when he first found it,
Yeah.
they were burning it.
Well,
Not on purpose, but because they couldn't read Greek and they were using it as fuel for the fire. Oh, pardon me.
oh yeah.
Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome to Bible Museum in the Square. How are you today? Well, sir. Good.
Why is this upside down?
the Gutenberg printing press.
Unless I
Few
can.
inventions have altered the course of human development as profoundly as Johann
This one
Gutenberg's
here
printing press.
is one of the oldest and most complete copies of the Hebrew Bible.
Gutenberg's birth
Okay.
So from Genesis to
around
Malachi.
the year 1400.
Okay, so
it's-
it's just the Old Testament.
Right. That's why I say Hebrew Bible.
Right, right.
And it's actually from 1080.
Professional scribes.
So this one's actually hundreds of years older or newer than this one.
2 to 3 years.
Because the thing is, the Christians were transmitting the text in Greek. The Hebrews were still transmitting it in Hebrew.
Okay. Gotcha.
And that's also one of the ways we can test and determine whether or not the text is accurate. We have 2 different copies, different translations. We can compare them.
Ah, okay.
And then up here we move into the English translations. So these
Right.
are the earliest English translations we have.
That's what I was saying because I could read some of this,
Yeah.
but like the Apostles, it says here, the Acts, and then, but yeah,
So these two are just New Testaments.
okay.
These were actually translated by hand back when it was still illegal to translate it into English. This is Wycliffe's New Testament. He was actually killed for it.
Oh,
This is Tyndale's. This is the Bishop's Bible, or no, excuse me, Matthew's Bible, which take both of these and use them as sources. And then this is the Bishop's Bible. This is the de facto Bible used in the Church of England throughout the Middle Ages.
right.
The late Middle Ages, I'm sorry.
The late
And then, of
Middle
course, the 1611 King James.
Okay. Yeah.
For several years with an idea
Wow.
called artificial writing. Using his
Now, what about on all the shelves? I guess. Would
Okay,
be
so over here are commentaries and Bible archaeological magazines.
Uh-huh.
Here is
each piece of type
general encyclopedias and language study aids,
put together in a
and these are Bible
large
translations.
block of text,
Okay.
similar to the carved
So we have a little bit of
blocks
everything.
wood used by the
Wow,
Chinese
that's cool.
centuries earlier. Because each letter was
Good morning. Welcome to Bible Museum in the Square. James. He is not. He leaves me here on Saturdays. Okay. Right? That's what I said.
Oh, Last Supper. Made out of wood. Of course, Jesus is right there, dead center. Simple tax coin. So that's what they were paying taxes to? A penny. There's temple court inscription. Always supported by the feet. The result of being excruciating. Probably. Here's the main nerve running through the arm as wrist rotate against the Oh my word. Some authorities also believe that crispus would dislocate the shoulder or elbow. Any movement would aggravate the pain from these. Backwards squirting push up against the rough part. This would tend to reopen the wounds, leading to more pain and blood loss. So basically, it's suffocated. Iron balls tied, and whelps, sometimes sharp sheep bones. Iron balls would cause either long, deep bruising. Sheep bones would hasten the process of
Start with, they took out a pretty good sized tumor, and said he'd probably be a vegetable. And he was fine for a couple of years, and then all of a sudden it was just back, and he was gone.
guard. Crime rate on it. It's reached
Here, towards scroll fragment.
So the nail was driven into the wrist. Down through the palms as this. Spikes. Replica of the crown of thorns. Spikes. Guess. What? A heel bone.
That would have taken some time. All of it says.
The manuscripts. The Torah. This is the Torah. I remember learning about this in history. We talked a little bit about biblical history, but not much. But I remember us talking about the Torah fragment of the book of Leviticus. This is Leviticus. The third book of the Bible. It's orphans. It's an Aphrodite. Nice.
But not most of it.
Each piece of art was the same size, so that they could be put together in a frame to form a large block of text, similar to the carved
press.
blocks of wood used by the Chinese
14th
centuries
century.
earlier.
It's a replica.
Because each letter
So-
was on an
so they-
individual piece of type, the block of text could be taken apart and rearranged to create a new block of text. While this process was tedious and time-consuming, it was much easier and faster than carving an entire wood block, and it did not require the services of a skilled wood carver. Gutenberg had such a famous wine press.
This is just some more, just like, I guess, museum shop, or
Yeah,
like
this
the gift shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but I didn't realize that it gave really good inscriptions about the crucifixion and how people were actually crucified. That's like, ooh.
And that's one of the things I never really realized until I started studying it. The fact that the crucifixion itself wasn't meant to kill you. The goal was for you to suffocate over the course of the next week. The crucifixion was designed to make it as painful as possible.
Oh my
Because
word.
the way they did it, they had you hanging down, and
Right.
you'd have to pull to
Pull,
breathe.
pull to breathe because your
So-
lungs are, yeah. So basically you suffocated.
Or starve if you live long enough.
Or what? Starved? Yeah.
More likely, though, you'd probably dehydrate before you'd starve.
Yeah.
But either number of those would eventually lead to you just suffocating because you wouldn't have the strength to pull yourself up.
Right. It was,
And same with the signs, like how they put up the sign, "He is King of the Jews."
yeah.
That was not an unusual occurrence either. Well, to claim to be King of the Jews was, but
Right.
the idea of hanging the signs, right? Because the goal was to warn passersby, this is why this person was crucified,
Right.
right? So it's like horse thief, this man stole a horse. They put a sign up above it saying,
Right.
don't do this, or this is what will happen to you.
Yeah. It's like a warning.
Yeah.
It's not like, yeah. That, man, I mean, with Jesus' crucifixion, he died within 3 hours.
Yeah, that's
or
why
6
they were
hours.
shocked. And that's why they stabbed him to make sure.
Yeah. And
Because he shouldn't have been dead yet,
no.
even to them, because they had to break the other guy's legs.
To basically kill.
So basically, so they couldn't pull themselves up, they'd suffocate, and they could take him down.
Yeah. It's like there's no way. I mean, now see, I knew that it would be, the nails. Everyone thought they went through the nails went through the hands.
Right. Well, see, the
But they
thing
went
most
to the
people don't
wrist.
Think of is, in the ancient world, from here up was your hand. They didn't define it like this, like we do.
Like a hand, yeah.
These are your hands, right?
Okay.
These are your hands.
Yeah.
It's just like whenever the Jews would do their ritual washing, they'd wash their hands. They'd wash their hands.
Wash
up to the elbow.
up to the elbow, okay.
And that's also how they would measure things, a cubit.
Yeah. Imagine it's 1 cubit.
Yeah.
1 cubit is from elbow to top of finger.
And it wasn't until later on, like in the Middle Ages and whatnot, that we used actual quote-unquote hands for measurement, like with horses.
Huh.
Because you measure a horse, you measure him in hands. That wasn't in the ancient times. This was your hands.
That's cool. Alright, yeah.
Learn all sorts of stuff around here.
Yeah.
I've learned so much since I started working here. It's amazing.
Really? I would, of course with me, I mean, devout Christian, deep in my faith, especially working at McDonald's, it definitely deepens my faith every day, I'll tell you that. My faith gets stronger.
And it's definitely needed out there in the world.
Yeah.
And I mean, because people need to come into contact with Christians who are strong in their faith.
Yeah. Other people,
They need to see them being Christians.
yeah. And to know who Jesus really is,
Yep.
and who he was. And so,
Definitely.
and knowing that now there were questions on the screen, I guess, of like who was crucified and who resurrected.
Right.
Like,
So,
I thought Jesus was the only one that ever did that.
see, and that's true. The crucified, a lot of people are crucified, but yeah.
Well, yeah.
Resurrection.
Yeah.
Good morning. Welcome to Bible Museum on the Square.
Hi, is this where the trains are?
No, ma'am.
Oh no, the trains are other
I
side.
mean the museum, the little
Oh.
toy trains.
Oh,
They're at the white church?
Down here on the corner, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank
The
you.
Morton Museum. We get confused for them all the time. It's about a block down the
Yeah,
street.
okay,
Yeah.
one question. The pasta restaurant over there on the other side of the tracks, is it open for lunch?
I don't know.
You know the name of it?
I've never been over there.
Okay, well, let me look them up.
What kind of restaurant are you looking for?
Well, I'm just wondering, it's an Italian restaurant, and it's a pasta something.
Oh, the little cafe. Okay, so I walked by there. I'm sorry, I did not know if they were or not. We also have a new Italian restaurant that just opened up
Where?
called Zapita's right across the crosswalk.
Oh, we were wondering about
Yeah,
that.
it's a coffee shop, but it's also Italian.
Really?
Yeah.
They have real Italian food?
Yeah, the lady there cooks it herself.
Well, let's go try
Oh
it.
yeah, I love it there. The lasagna is amazing.
I bet that
And
sounds.
they make flan by the pan. It's great.
Shall we tell them you sent us?
Go right ahead. I'm normally a regular. It's more of a lot of secular scholars in recent times have begun claiming that Jesus didn't do anything original, that he copied other ancient gods. And so that basically those questions take a look at, is this really true? And we come across three different things when we look into these things. Either one, what they're saying is happening is a big stretch. For example, anytime they see a ritual washing, they compare it to baptism. It's the same thing. Every time there's a sacred meal, they call it communion.
Yeah.
They say it's the same thing, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Number two, if it did happen, for example, the Greek god Dionysus, he's the Greek god of wine. So
Okay.
it would make sense if he had a legend about him turning water to wine. But the first occurrence we have of him turning water to wine is 2 decades after the Gospels were written, not before.
Okay.
Or three, they're just made up completely. For example, was Horus baptized by Anup the Baptizer in the wilderness? There's no such person.
By who?
That guy, Anup the Baptizer. Yeah. They try to make a connection to him and John. And the thing is, it's not even true. That person is made up. The man who tried to claim this has actually been debunked and is no longer. Well, he was an amateur Egyptologist that is no longer credited.
Yeah.
So basically, what we try to show you there is, we give you the question that other people have posed, and then answer it, trying our best to give you the actual text from the ancient sources themselves. The ancient peoples did not believe that. Number one, because when Paul came preaching the resurrection, the ancient peoples didn't say, "Oh, you mean like Adonis? Or you mean like Dionysus?" No, they mocked it.
Yeah.
Because they didn't believe in a bodily resurrection. It was different.
Yeah. They're like, this is impossible.
Right?
No,
Yeah,
no,
they didn't believe in things like that. And today's claims that Jesus didn't do anything new is just that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And so that's what I was wondering. I was like, what do you mean he was like? Who else was resurrected? The only fact that I know and that is written according to history is Jesus was the only one who
Yeah.
resurrected.
Yeah. Now, other ancient gods have, I guess you could stretch and claim it was resurrection, but it's more like one of these, they rise spiritually every spring and die every winter, like agricultural myths and whatnot. But no other ancient deity has a bodily resurrection.
No.
They even have one that comes back. They says that he arose, but he didn't rise from the dead. He remained alive, but he rules in the underworld. He never came back. He's still there, according to the legend. So it's not even the same.
But how would?
It's a Greek thing, because in the realm of the dead, it's a lot like alive, only it's for dead people,
Right.
Because they have the different things. There are different punishments for people in the underworld and whatnot.
Yeah.
But,
See, I don't.
but yeah,
That.
that's what those are
and
for.
that okay. It just seems like it would be a big controversial kind of not controversial, but thinking.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I don't think we have a label back there. Those are actually touch screens.
Yeah. I figured they were. They didn't have.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
good. I keep asking the director, should we put a sign up?
Yeah, touch screen.
Right.
These are touch screens. But no,
But yeah, and then they explain, and some of the stuff of the ancient world and their gods was just kind of out there. Like for example, I won't go into too much detail because it's kind of gross, but apparently Horus was born because his parents consummated while they were still in the womb. Yeah. I don't understand how that's even. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. But it
what?
gets weirder because think about it. If they're both in the womb, that makes them brother and sister.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Right.
That's.
So these are the kind of strange stories that are told about and the claim was that Horus was born of a virgin. Well, that's not how that works.
No.
But the claim wasn't made by the ancient people. They didn't claim this. It's been present day scholars who are trying to make too much out of nothing to try and debunk Christianity.
Yes, there are a lot of, I wouldn't say people or scholars, I guess a lot of misinterpretations that are trying to throw Christianity away.
And it all comes back because they won't give it an honest chance. They have some bias against it, or they come at it from a biased perspective that they don't want to believe it.
Yeah.
Because, quite frankly, if Christianity is true, that means you have to change your life.
Pretty much, yeah.
And most people don't want to.
They don't want to change their whole life. They want to stay the same until they die. And it's like...
Because how dare someone else tell me what to do?
Yeah, exactly. They don't want to be told what to do. They want to do it their own.
Right.
I know the feeling. I mean, it's... I don't know. It's... other than the trains, this is another museum that I wanted to find. I was like, oh, they have a Bible museum? I mean, I want to see what's that about. What do they have?
We're actually, as far as we know, one of the only Bible museums on Town Square in the United States.
What? Really?
There are other places, but we're the only one on a town square.
Huh. That's cool. And it's, that's cool. Yeah. I mean, y'all did have some New Testament stuff about the Christianity, like the crucifixion and just how detailed that was. I know that there's another, the Ark Encounter in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I've been there once. The Holy Lands, I would really like to go see the Holy Lands. And now which one? Not the one overseas.
Yes.
But the one, it's like out in, no, it's not in California.
Oh, you're talking, okay. There is a,
The Holy Land Experience. It's some.
isn't it in Missouri? Branson?
You might be right.
I think. And then
That's
there's also another one called the Biblical History something or other. It's in LaGrange, Georgia. They actually have guys like dressed as Roman soldiers marching through the area, and they've got a little recreation of a first century town. It's really, I'm trying to remember what it's called.
Where is it at?
It's in LaGrange, Georgia.
Where is LaGrange, Georgia?
I don't know. I'm originally from West Virginia.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
Where at in West Virginia?
Okay, we'll give it a shot. Craigsville. Okay, let's go. Next biggest city. Summersville.
Getting there.
Let's see. I'm trying to think, because I guess the next biggest or closest would be either Charleston or Beckley.
Charleston.
Charleston. Between the two.
Yep, Beckley, Charleston. Yeah. I know that area.
I'm down in that direction.
Oh, you're
not quite far south, but right there.
Huntington, West Virginia.
Yeah.
Okay, I know Marshall University, Huntington, West Virginia. Go about when you hit Charleston, go 2 hours straight up north, 79. Yeah. You'll hit where my mom's side of the family is from, Fairmont.
Oh, okay. That's actually the town I got baptized in.
Really?
Yes. Oakwood Road, Church of Christ.
Are you serious? That's where my mom goes. That's where my grandma goes. Oakwood Road, Church of Christ.
Excellent.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That is hilarious. What?
Now we have to sing.
It's a small world after all. Are you?
Yes, I was actually going to school up there.
Where at?
Good morning. At the time, I was going to Fairmont. Good
Yeah.
morning. Welcome to Bible Museum on the Square.
Hey, we were just walking around and I was just curious. You have some Bible artifacts or how to?
Yes, ma'am. We have replicas, reproductions, and artifacts from the ancient Near East that underscore Bible people, places, and things.
Okay, cool.
If you'd like to the gallery, we do have an admissions fee of $5 per person, but that also includes a guided tour if you'd like. If you don't think that's really up your alley, feel free to take a look around anyway. And if you think it was worth your time, we do have a donation box in the back.
Okay.
While you're here, you can get pictures anywhere in here. Just turn the flash off.
Okay. I wonder if we should, like, I may come back after. We have a soccer game in just a little bit. So if it's how long does it usually take to kind of walk through?
It depends on how long you want to listen.
Okay.
I've actually done a tour as fast as 15 minutes, though I wouldn't advise it unless you don't mind really fast talking. And we've had people stay as long as a couple hours.
Okay.
So,
We may, I mean, my kid, I can bring the kids back.
Is it just right here, or does it go back further?
just right here, and then we have 2 rooms over on this side.
Okay.
We also have, if you're looking for stuff to do, we also have different workshops for the kids, including one with working with the Gutenberg printing press. We have another learning the history of writing and clay tablet making. And we're getting ready to begin a Lego workshop to educate on the tabernacle.
Oh, that's cool.
And of course, coming in November, Away in 100 Mangers.
Oh,
It comes
yeah,
back,
that's neat.
the entire gallery gives away to folk art and nativity scenes from around the world. Last year we had over
Oh, I
45 countries represented.
Wow, I want to come back for that.
And if you come late nights, after hours on Fridays and Saturdays during that time leading up to Christmas, there's also free hot cocoa and live music while you're here.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Have a wonderful afternoon.
You too.
Alright, so that
Yeah.
was.
I was there back when Melvin Rogers